Hello, everybody. This is Jacqui, back once again with you, and we are going to take a look at our scriptures today. John chapter 14. That is the context, closest fellowship. That's an example of John 14:6. He wants to be in fellowship with us, the way, the truth. We're going to look at the truth now. I'm taking my time. It's important. We always want to be entertained. We always like that. I like movies, I like stories, and all those things. And we like when people can put it all together and entertain us, so we can stay focused, I guess. But it don't have to always be entertaining. What it needs to be is I have a hunger and I have a thirst after Jesus. I have a hunger and a thirst to know more about God and what he's done for me and what he's got for me and what he wants me to do and fellowship. This is why we study these texts. All right, so one, objectively, what is true in any matter under consideration? One, truly, in truth, according to the truth. What is true in any matter under consideration? Two, of a truth in reality, in fact, certainty. Two, what is true in things appertaining to God and the duties of man, moral and religious truth. One, the greatest latitude. Two, the true notions of God which are open to human reason without his supernatural intervention. Three, the truth as taught in the Christian religion, respecting God and the execution of his purposes through Christ, and respecting the duties of man, opposing alike to the superstitions of the Gentiles and the inventions of the Jews, and the corrupt opinions and precepts of false teachers, even among Christians. Two, subjectively. One is truth as a personal excellence. One, that candor of mind which is free from affection, pretense, stipulation, falsehood, deceit. So subjectively, okay? Truth as a personal excellence, okay? I thought the subjective, you know. That's what those different definitions there. Okay, so John chapter 14. Again, you're going to look for where it's saying John chapter 14. And then you're going to look for the actual verse. So I do see John chapter 14, but it is the later verse, probably similar. Here it is, I see it. I am he whom the truth is summed up and impersonated. So this here is John 14:6. Okay, this is the one here we're looking for. So it says, I am the way, the truth, and the life, right? So this is it right here. Okay, so this part here, I am he whom the truth is summed up and impersonated. Okay, so what does that mean? So when we're reading this, we're talking about, and then we have more here that's saying the truth which is in thee and proceeds from thee. This is going into John 7. It says, thy truth, thy words is truth. Okay, so that's a very interesting thing there too, his word. So again, I am he in whom the truth is summed up. So again, in the beginning of the chapter, just like any book, you have a theme, you have an author, you have an audience who you're trying to talk to, you have what you're trying to introduce, and then you have towards in this story all of the body, right? All of the action, all of that stuff. And then you have the conclusion of your story. So just like in John, the beginning here spoke of Jesus, the Word. Okay, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God, right? And the Word was God. So it talks about how it became flesh, right? And he dwelt among us. So this became what they're talking about here. That he's seaming everything into it. It says, I am he. Jesus is he, whom the truth is summed up. Who is the truth? What he taught, what he did, impersonated. When you impersonate somebody, you act like that, right? You act like that person. You're impersonating the person. So you're taking on the character. You're making someone see as if you were that person, acting really, right? So Jesus he's not acting. He is living the word. That's the better word to say. He is living the word of God. So what the word said, he actually lived it. He impersonated it. Okay, he took it on in flesh and actually lived it out, lived the life before these disciples and also us through the word, what's given to us. Okay, what we have read, the Bible, all right, and the Gospels, and right here in John. So he's saying, I am the truth. Okay, so everything about his life is the truth, meaning what he taught, what we read there, what he said, basically, what he commanded, what he lived, how he behaved, how he treated people, all of those things, how his relationship was with God, these things, what he did to the truth, what he did, his life, the total sum of it, okay, is the truth in its right context and understanding it properly. It's important. You can't take stuff out of context and try to say this or to say that. You have to learn it in its context. What is being said, why is it being said, to whom is being said, context, okay? But his life, the essence of his life, is the truth, and we can see it. Just like in the movie, if you looked at the movie, but this is the book we're reading, right? So you have to use your imagination. You have to study like we're doing, and start to see the truth, what he was saying in the context, because then you start to see the thread of what the truth is, what the word is. See, it started out about in the beginning was the word, and the word was God, right? The word was with God, and the word became flesh, all that dwelt among us. Who? Jesus. This is why